Hi, Michael. My name is Gary Guidi. I am a full-time real estate investor. I just recently quit my bank job. I was working in the mortgage lending industry for almost 20 years. But back 16 months ago, back in December of 2017, I was at the peak of my career. I was closing the most volume I ever had in my career. And I unexpectedly, in that December, a little over a year ago, I'd lost my job and I had the rug pulled out from under me from my bank. It was very sudden, and I started questioning how much longer I wanted to stay in that career field. I've got two little boys. My wife and I have a 4-year-old, and our youngest is almost 2 years old. So at the time, in that December, I had a toddler and an infant, and I was struggling with how I wanted to continue to support my family and how I wanted to show up best as a father. So, after that job had terminated, I started thinking about becoming self-employed. I started educating myself all of last year from 2018, early 2018, for about 6 months. I started doing some personal development. I started listening to podcasts, reading books, doing all of the things that people start to do when they're thinking about making a change. My wife was very supportive. And last November, so this is now 5 months ago, I was introduced to multifamily and the SDA, and I loved it. It made sense to me right away with my skill set and how I wanted to change my career. So in November, I started getting serious about multifamily. 6 weeks later, right before Christmas, I was under contract for my first acquisition. It's a 27-unit building here in my home city of Chicago. And a month later, I went under a contract for a 10-unit building. And so I was working on those two deals simultaneously while I was working my day job at the bank. I had let my management know at my day job what I was doing, what my intentions were, and I asked for their support. They gave it to me. It was very helpful. I was working those two jobs up until the end of March. So I had one building close. I had the 27-unit close on March 8th, and then a couple weeks later on March 25th, my 10-unit closed. And 2 days after that, I gave my notice and I resigned immediately. It was fantastic. Now I'm out of that old job. I just received my first distribution this morning, my property manager. I had a target net income to replace my W-2 income of $10,000 a month. And it just so happens that I got a distribution this morning for $10,000. So everything is working out really well since I got serious about multifamily, which was just about 5 months ago.